Compact fluorescent light bulbs. According to the website Earth Hero, if every family were to replace one incandescent 60-watt light bulb with a compact fluorescent light bulb, about 90 billion pounds of greenhouse gases would be reduced in the atmosphere, which is equivalent to taking about 7.5 million cars off the road. And with the rapid rate of which carbon dioxide emissions are increasing, this will have irreversible effects to our atmosphere and the world we live in if precautions aren't taken globally to reduce CO2 output. I have used academic articles to research information on this topic from trusted and knowledgeable sources. And in order to understand the carbon dioxide emissions, we will discuss natural and man-made causes, the effects it has on Earth's environment, and the solutions to decrease CO2 output. Natural and man-made production of carbon dioxide contributes significantly to the rise of greenhouse gases on Earth's atmosphere. According to the article, What are carbon emissions? The largest source of natural carbon emissions is from the exchange of CO2 between the oceans and atmosphere. Plants and animals also take part of CO2 emissions like humans through breathing. Though nature contributes to CO2 emissions, it also has a system of taking in what it puts out to help keep the balance through photosynthesis. The source continues to say, when we extract, refine, transport, and burn fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, and oil, we release extra carbon and other gases into the atmosphere. And we are rapidly contributing to CO2 emissions also through deforestation, which is a natural system that helps filter CO2 through the atmosphere. Now that we have discussed what contributes to carbon dioxide emissions, we will now discuss the effects it has on Earth's environment. In the article, We Are in Trouble by Brandy Dennis and Chris Mooney from the Washington Post, it explains how CO2 emissions levels are reaching global record highs and how a report written by hundreds of scientists explain the rapid climate changes causes increased climate damage to the U.S. In the article, carbon dioxide sourced to record-breaking levels not seen in the past 800 years by science writer Yasmin Sapligola. Warming is shrinking glaciers, bleaching coral reefs, intensifying heat waves and storms, which are among other things. New York Times reporter Kendra Pierre Lewis stated, the effects of warming can be seen across the U.S. already, from the wildfires in California to the hurricanes in the southeast, which have already cost the U.S. A record $306 billion. With the rise of these CO2 emissions making the changes to the world, we will now discuss what we can do to reduce this output. So according to Barry Brook, author of Top 10 Ways to Reduce CO2 Emissions Footprint, he says, consuming less red meat, using eco-friendly electricity, public transportation, walking or biking, and recycling are a few tips we can pick up to reduce our carbon footprint. We also have the Union of Concerned Scientists, who inform elected leaders to assist in implementing renewable energy, reduce also deforestation, increase fuel-efficient cars, and set limits on the amount of CO2 polluters are allowed to release. As we have discussed the solutions, we will now combine these points. So we explored carbon dioxide emissions, we reviewed what contributes to CO2, what its effects mean to us when the actions can help reduce emissions. So we go back again. Imagine if every household in the US alone made a conscious decision to switch one light bulb. The change would seem so minor, but the impact would be so significant. As the levels of carbon dioxide emissions continue to rise and speed up global warming, what actions will you take to reduce your carbon footprint?